少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
Hello, 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 and good morning. Welcome back for day 11 of Tales of Arise. So we're definitely motoring on at breakneck speed towards the end of the game.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Yeah, yesterday... Hey Sly. Yesterday we basically found a spaceship, made our way to Lenegus, to this Renan kind of moon base thing, and now we kind of suspect that that maybe none of these people have ever been to Rena. So today we're going to explore some more. How are you today, Sly?
Ridiculous.
You're delivering things in Final Fantasy? You got a job as a postman?
How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Valoran. Can I help you? Okay. I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Erwigil Hildris myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Erwigil is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident, like they say. As for how Valoran runs Ganatharos, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danans, but even his fellow Renans. We may live in a society where to the victor go the spoils, but his actions go against what we as a people stand for. Besides, just what sort of family line is this House Ignisiri of his anyway? I'd never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. That such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce an astral artist capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. None of it makes any sense, not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What is happening to our people?
It seems like the people on Lenegus don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth
You're doing your part, Sly. Keep those soldiers well fed.
Doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
Pardon me.
This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Kynaris. I must ask you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almedria? If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegus only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almedria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. She is a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Truly, Lord Almedria is a woman of talent. No one in all Renna better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. Soon, the age of a glorious woman sovereign reigning over Lenegus shall be upon us at last.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
That doesn't make it true.
I think there was some people to speak to back in the last area for this quest.
Yeah.
You wanna know which lord I support? What? You are canvassing for someone? I'm with His Excellency, Wolsey Tildelis. Probably know him better as Lord Balsac. I know a lot of people consider him to be a giant brute. Believe me, I realize he can be an aggressive man. What those people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Tildelis doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that.
Yes!
But His Excellency always stands up against any who would mean us harm. Of that we can be sure. His efforts in the crown contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house.
Yes!
Oh, so much to His Excellency. I could never dream of serving any other lord.
Balsef had a reason to care about someone other than himself? Really?
Yep,
It's possible.
we found
Changing
people who
position
worship
can
the
do much
Balsac,
to alter one's
Eve.
perspective.
So even
And
he
good morning
had
to you.
something
How are you?
to protect.
Lord Dohalim, you returned. Ah, and I see you brought aids with you. Do you remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes? Not only do I support House Ilquaris, but more specifically, his lordships personally. So much so, I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. In fact, I was planning to publish my extensive writings on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy. Since the lines appear to be cut due to the recent tumult, I've been unable to upload them. I know, since you're all here, I'll just read them aloud. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed house Ilkaras, and his name, Lord Dohalim. Music is his passion, the arts his great love. The scores of boorish, uncouth men of this land cannot begin to compare to his magnificence. So refined and majestic in his posture, why the mere thought of it brings me to ecstasy. Once he becomes our sovereign, Renna shall bloom anew, ushering in an era of prosperity for our grand civilization. Until that glorious day comes, I shall forever be praying for his victory, morning, noon, and night. Whew, whew. Well, what did you think, my lord? I poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Wait, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's love for collecting things. Must take this time while the lines are down to append it. Only then will my masterpiece be complete.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a nice night's sleep for once. So I'm feeling pretty energized today. Looking forward to seeing what happens next in this game, and then in the afternoon I got my tabletop RPG. So gonna be a good day. You guys got any plans? Yep, thanks for lurking, Slice. See you soon. Where am I going? Oh, right. Well, I never. To think anyone tried to tear me away from House Valkyris.
What?
What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or that dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Well, don't scare me like that. To answer your question, I come from a family that has served House Valkyris for generations. Indeed, I'm doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind the scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they're utterly mistaken. Though I won't deny he can be strict, he puts Rena's interests front and center like no one else. Why, he advocates that rather than stay confined to Lenegis, we should get on with colonizing Dana and expand our horizons. That way, we will become masters of both worlds and overturn our current minority status on Dana's surface. That is why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. It is a pursuit of power for the advancement of all our kind. It is what makes him an exemplary lord, a model above all others. Though I was unable to accompany him myself, my two sons have been blessed with the honor of joining him on the surface. As their father, it fills me with endless pride. Hate to break it to you, buddy.
Ganabelt was so
I
horrible
probably
to me,
killed your sons.
Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans? When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Where are you now, Sly?
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
Should
They
let you
must have
know
had a
that
lot
the
on their
patches
shoulders.
for the base game are very long as well.
Responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Dahnan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Xion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
You can't skip it, Sly. How very glib. But yeah, so you probably will finish it tomorrow then? But do keep in mind, before you get to Heavensward, the game with your lovely gun in it, there's like still about 50 hours of story in the base game's patches. Because there's loads of story in the patches as well, and you need to go through all of it. No, you literally have to get to the second expansion because the gun job is in the new area introduced in that expansion. And you can only enter that expansion by finishing all the patches. Well, finishing the story, the main story of all the patches. It's okay, buddy, you're getting there. They also cut like 100 quests from the patches because they were way too long, but it's still pretty long. Because the job starts at 30 and there's level 30 dungeons, so you need to be able to get those weapons from the dungeons. Wait, where am I going? It's this way, I think. Check. Oh.
What's this thing? There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfricht Milgras, the former lord of Cyslodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfricht whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over Holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question
No worries,
is,
Sly.
by
See you
whom?
soon.
And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelegion, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Corps existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Okay, let's get a move on. The treasure over here?
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait, don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still...
Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit.
Morning,
Let me
Gaia.
tell you,
How are you?
I haven't changed
Welcome in.
either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Yeah, we met at Telenegus.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Hey!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Lady is scary.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Alright. Whatever you say, my boy. I came through that corridor, that's all. Right. Yeah, it does a little bit. To be fair, I think all my characters just look ridiculously goofy. It's a choice. I blame the developers. They shouldn't have trusted me with the ability to dress up my characters.
What's this thing?
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagin. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagin. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagin and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen,
Oh, poor guy.
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were
Yeah,
always there
yeah.
to support me.
New Game
Goes
Plus
both ways.
probably would be a better place
Helped
for
me
these
keep going more
costumes.
times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank
This
you.
is where we are. Ooh. Wait. The CP's okay, isn't it? I guess I could have a meal at least.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
And music is life. When I'm not streaming, I'm listening to music pretty much 24/7. What kind of music do you like, Gaia? And anyone in chat? Forge some weapons. Ooh, new weapon. Yum yum. Finally a new rifle. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that thing. Oh, I like that shield, that's cool. Alright, pretty much new weapon for everybody that matters. Oh, nice. I like J-pop too. Big fan of Lisa, if you know her. Wait, what was that? Have to come back. Did I get? Sheesh. Drop rate. Yeah, it's fine.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Attack. Of course, I have none of the ingredients for the XP stuff. Okay. Seabream. What's the other XP one? Not that. Boss fish. Okay. Sashimi. So I need Seabream. I doubt this guy sells it, right? Accessories, armor. Materials? Vegetable pork, lemon apple. Lemon mackerel. Well, crap. HP after battle. That'll save some CP, hopefully.
This flavor. Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Yeah, she did, Gaia. She's done lots of anime intros. She did some Demon Slayer ones as well. They're pretty good. But yeah, she's been releasing songs for years and years. Fantastic singer, absolutely amazing. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going the door right where I was. Okay. You guys look like you want to fight. Let's go.
Soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Take it! Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Fire support!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down. Coming through. Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help? Eat this!
Thanks.
Now you see what I can do!
I might see yours to be
What's
less
this?
free.
I really owe you one.
Destruction!
Being interrupted.
Take it down.
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Here I go! Dance on the wind! Follow dance!
Wind!
Shattering
Take it!
Annihilation.
Armor won't save you!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Okay, Minami. I haven't heard of her, but I'll definitely look her up after the stream. Haven't watched Domestic Girlfriend yet. I'll get around to it. Is this where the treasure is? I'm guessing I won't have to fight that big scyther looking fellow. Yeah, probably nothing to worry about.
No backing down! Destruction! This one's all mine!
Oops.
No further!
These ones can run rings around us.
Rising Peter! Now we're not... No further!
Here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Talon Hurricane!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I come!
I'm just
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
into the shadows!
Here I come!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the soaring Rain Alpha! I'll face you! Destruction! Does it hurt? Ready and I'm ready! On it! Swung off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Yeah.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Take that, Toogles. Nope, there's the scyther.
It's on! You're mine! Can you take it? Now you see what I can do!
By the power of water!
Put a flame inside me! You're free!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Not today! Swallow dance! Now in the groove! Swallow blade! Sword Rain Alpha!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
I'm not done!
I never miss!
It's over! Take this! What's this?
Hear me!
Sword Rain
Scream of
Alpha!
fury!
Resonate with you! Severing Wind!
Here's
March
Eva!
up! On your knees! Here I go! I'm not done! Demon Fang! I'll take you down! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon Shine! Radiant light! Burst of regeneration! Regenerate! I owe you I'll tear you apart!
Mega Ray!
Devastation!
By the power
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
just as well, I'm here to stop it!
Smash you!
Burning!
Not today! Tempest!
Glacial Spear!
Soda!
Here's Eva!
Tempest! Rising
Freeze
Falcon!
Laser!
Slash! I'm on it! Razor! Turret! Take this! Swallow dance! No escape!
Thankful arrow!
I'm looking back! Severing Wind! Tear!
Damn it! Out of ammo!
Rising Falcon!
Back into the fray!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Annihilation!
Raining
Mega
Slash!
Ray!
I'm on it! Blew away! Dance on the wind! Raining Slash! Blew away! Sword! Slash! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
In a bind? First strike! I'm not Seismic Sword Rain Alpha! The Tempest engulfs you! Anything in armor is all Sword Rain Alpha! Light! Burst of regeneration! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction light.
Lunar Blast!
Heal! Crush! Demon Fang! Try this! Watch this!
Glacial
Explosive
Spear!
ring!
Pierce evil!
Not today! Carve through armor!
That'll bring you down!
Catapult! Sword Rain Alpha! Elusive Destruction! Demon Fang! Sword Rain! Soaring! All good things come to an end. Can you take it? It's time! Do this all day! It's time! Not today! No further! Swallow Blade! Now I'm in the groove! Wind! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Rising Falcon! Shining Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
We're on a roll now!
Do it! Blew away! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
He's a chunky boy. HP for days. Hello.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Engaging! Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade!
I'm the true
Armor won't
gunslinger around
save
here.
you! My shield! Watch it! Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade! Freaking
Use
does
a
it!
healing art.
Destruction! Eliminate!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Ignite!
Radiant clear.
Release!
Here's a healing art.
Swallow Blade! Lightning Red Alpha!
Swallow
Blade!
Lunar corruption.
Now we're not.
I'm not done!
That'll bring you down.
Reflect on thy locked and loaded! They smite with blackened... No further!
I'll tear you apart. Annihilation.
Demon Blast! Freaking dust! Eagle Ray!
Lunar corruption.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing art.
With the You're finished! Hurricane Thrust! Eat this! We're not finished! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'm on!
Here's a healing art.
Take this! Destruction!
Get toasty.
Bird Strike! There's always room for improvement.
Treasure! Recipe? That'd be useful.
Discourteous, aren't you?
I can carve through orders to be let free.
Denied.
Too late to talk over our differences?
Now you'll learn. Elusive deity. I'm not done.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Radiant catapult. Reload.
Swordblade Alpha.
Mega ray.
Win. The flame inside me yearns to be let
Where are
free.
you going?
Can you take it? Watch your mind. Strike. I'm ready.
Annihilation.
Kisara, Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclone.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stay?
Gotta break through. Armor is all mine. Swordblade Alpha. Armor won't save you. I'll grind you with a shot. Demon Fang on the wing. Severing Wind.
I think I'll pass on the handshake. I'll heal you all.
No further. It's over. These fists have got your name on them. Severing Wind. I'm on it. Here I come. You're mine. Cleansing you up. I'll crush you. Lightning Reflexes. Tenebrous Claw. Eat this. Hellish Sword. Throw away. Radiant Captivity. Kraken Shell.
Lightning.
Flame inside me. Yours is to be let free. Devastation. Blackened Blade. Burn. Radiant Rail. Execution. I'll smash you. Severing Wind. Rising Falcon. Demon Fang. Might with Blackened Blade. Explosive Ring.
I never miss.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Now I'm in the groove.
Demon Fang. Swordblade Alpha with the air. Take this. In a bind. You're finished. Win.
Here's a healing art.
Watch your mind. I'll crush you. Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Super Swallow Dance! Now I'm in the groove! Rising Falcon! Demon Fang! It's showtime! No goal break this night! Burn! Shine! Blazing Spear! Now I'm in the groove! Lunar Rondo! Eagle of I'll finish you here and now! Elusive Deity! You're mine! The everlasting Wind! Negative gate! I could do without this pain! Swallow Blade!
I'll heal you all!
Super Swallow Radiant Slap! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hey, be back. Welcome in.
You, this vanquished soul,
Hey, Miyu too. Thanks for stopping. Stop there. Okay, speak English much? Thanks for stopping by, guys. And no worries if you need to go. That's totally fine.
This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight! Can't get out of this! Here I come! Captivity! Swallow Blade! Swallow Dance!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Radiant do it! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
I hope you guys are having a nice morning.
We're still standing. Barely.
Who, me? I slept. I slept great, actually. I'll be back. That would make sense. I mean, be back, Miyu and Eve, probably the most sleepless creatures I know. This is confusing. Yeah, this way. It's because you're always distracted, right, Miyu? Distracted by the beautiful people.
Coming through!
To me.
Crumble! Rising Falcon! Now you see what I can do! Swallow Blade! Still reflexes will not serve you well here. Sword Rain Alpha! Now I'm real mad! I'll face you! Now I'm in trouble!
Flare tornado!
Explosive Ring! I'm not done! I'll finish you here and now!
Here's a healing!
All good things.
I can't heal you forever!
I've let you all down. Stay away from my friends!
Back into the fray! I'll bring you back
Rising Falcon! Can't get out of this! Strike!
Resuscitation!
There!
If it's in the sky,
Do
it's
without
mine!
this pain! Rising Falcon! Flew away!
I'll heal you all!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
Take this! Reflect on my sting! Sword Rain Out! My Black Blade! Sword Rain Out! Execution!
This one's mine!
Take this! First strike!
Here, let
This
me
one's
help!
all mine!
First aid!
Stardust! On your knees! Devastation!
Flame!
Air pressure! Rising Falcon! Burn in hell! I'm on it! That's enough! Stalagmite! Take this! No escape!
Healing circle!
Do it! I'm on it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I'll tear you apart! I'm ready! Sword Rain Out! I can feel my
Hey,
power
Chrissy! Welcome in. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, indeed. Looks like Chrissy has appeared. You're just exploring this space city. Where I keep getting my ass handed to me.
Let's see what you've got. Bring it down! I'll smash you! Ignore I'm going in! In a bind? You're finished! Swallow blade! Resonate with the air! Another incantation. These fists have got your name on them! Far enough! Shower radiant light! Hurricane don't suffer in silence! Rising Falcon! Flame inside! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lunar corruption!
Swordline Eat dirt! Swallow blade! Death away! On your knees!
I never miss!
Shattering strike! Fall back! Eat this!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike! Seismic rupture! I'll finish you here and now! Now you see what I can do! Talon hurricane! Win! Risen King! I'll finish you here and now! In an instant! Impact claw!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Good, good, good. Yeah, this is a big group of guys.
No choice. I see one, eh? I'm ready to go. I'll tear you apart. Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha!
Targeting from there.
Oh, my lord! No further. Take this. Struck. The flame inside you. All finish here and now. I'll tear you apart. Release. Sever away.
Hear my
Devastation. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Take it! Go! I'm all stuffed
Take
up!
this!
Annihilate!
You picked negative bite! We're not finished! You're mine! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That went better than I expected, to be honest.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Getting grape gel. What's grape gel? Ooh, treasure. Gold. Beat me up, Scotty.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Hey, hey! Brent, welcome in. How are you? And no worries, man. I enjoyed your stream. It was a lot of fun. Speaking of which, I forgot my mod isn't here, so I need to do some shoutouts.
Yes!
Yeah, BK was streaming Devil May Cry 5
Still opens the way.
last night,
It would seem the Sovereigns
doing
3
extremely
centuries ago
difficult
and now
challenges.
are considered one and the same.
He does a lot of Devil May Cry and is super fun to watch.
What?
I would highly advise people checking him out.
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imeris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahna. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imeris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and
Thank
fine.
you for coming
What
by,
did we
Chrissy.
just
I
witness
really
exactly?
appreciate it.
It was too
Please
real to
take
be
care
mere
and have a nice
hallucination.
rest.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahna's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
We're gonna bust it open, alright. There's a lovely looking boss arena right there. Let's go! Get my ass kicked. Yeah, we pro gamers up at this stream for sure.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
The Shadow Master Core? Oh yeah, the game's probably not that hard. I'm just pretty bad at video games in general, to be honest.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What?
Tormented Limbs. That's a creepy name.
That looks suspiciously like a masterform.
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zugals, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point! I never miss!
Inspiration! You're mine!
I could do this all day.
Severed Wing! Talon Storm! It's on!
Reflect on thy
It's too much! Try harder! My turn! You're mine! Demon Fang! Burn! Severed Wing!
The last one!
Glimmer Threat! I'll finish you here!
Anything in order!
Hold on! Talon Armor won't save me!
What's this?
I owe you one. This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
All good things
Raining
come to
Slap!
an end.
Not my finest.
Okay.
Didn't make it in time.
So don't attack when he's in the purple bubble. That makes sense.
You do the same for me.
Don't suffer in silence.
Destruction! Talon Storm! Raining Slap! Demon Fang! Right in! I'll finish you here and now! Time to let it rip!
It's in the sky, it's mine!
Elusive Deity! Blow away! Eat dirt!
Rotating fire fighter.
Raining
I'll
Slap!
take you.
Eat this!
Right! That's enough! Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha!
Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Radiant Pierce! Damn it!
Yep.
Out of
There
arrow!
you go.
Allow me to
Mega
help
Ray!
Shattering Eye!
Pieces! Attack time! Mega Ray!
Wide open!
you. It won't escape me.
Lunarongo! Devastation!
Annihilation!
Rising This one's all mine! Catapult!
Here's a hero!
Destruction!
What in the world?
Don't worry! You'll pay for that!
I'm still standing.
Denied!
Not on my watch!
Okay.
Here, let me help.
Right.
Resonate with the earth.
No escape!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Lunarongo! Stardust!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Rising Falcon!
Resuscitation!
Take this!
Regeneration.
I'm not done!
Not done yet.
Is this it?
Radiant Pierce!
In a bind.
I owe you one.
One for that gets everybody. This is a great job.
Force of regeneration! Take this!
New lease on life.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Will this help?
Take this!
Talon Storm! Healing Circle!
Rising Falcon! Now I'm in the groove!
Lunar Corruption!
Demon Fang!
Gemini
Running Strike! Gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Now!
I'll heal you all!
Elucidate!
Leave the target to me! I can do this all day!
No escape! Black and Flame!
Here's a healing arc!
Burn in hell! I can carve through armor! Sword Rain Alpha! Has got your name on them!
Eat water! Hear my call! Spread!
Take this!
Laser Spear!
Hurricane! I'm just... I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'll finish you here in a bind! Win! Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon! Eagle Order! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Lunar Rondo! First strike! Witness this! And you don't give up! Does it! From beyond...
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Soul with light! Talon Hurricane! That freaking does it! Benediction!
I can do this all day!
Win!
Here!
Lunar Rondo! Devastation! Talon Storm!
Laser Ray!
Rising...
Gemini! Aqua!
There! Flash!
Hear me!
Benediction
Flame of
light.
Fury! Strike!
Severing Wind! Roll now! Lunar Rondo! That freaking does it!
Let me
Freeze
clean you
Laser!
up.
Here I can try harder!
Shine.
My turn! Severing Wind! I'm on! Lunar Rondo! Inspiration! Devastation!
Suffer in silence.
Into the shadows!
Talon Hurricane! Severing Wind!
In a bind?
Eagle! Anything in armor is all mine!
Forgive me.
Crap, what happened there?
Flame of Fury! Burning
Now you see what I can do! This should do it! Inspiration!
Bring you back
I can
from
do this
death
all
to
day!
this.
Dragon Sword Alpha! Win!
Here, let me help.
It was not
First
well
aid.
I owe you all.
This one's mine.
Not my finest.
I didn't think you had it in you.
Some focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
I'm not done yet! You're mine! Raging Flame!
Healing Circle.
Swallow Dance! Soda!
Bring you back from death to this.
Eat this! Raging Flame! Here I come! Swallow Dance! Ignite!
This one's mine.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Crush! Rip and tear! Sword Ring Alpha! Bloody howling!
Freeze Laser.
Explosive Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
No art of being interrupted.
Eat this! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Lightning.
I shouldn't have messed with... me.
Down for
I'm nearly done for. Activity! Ready and raring! Catapult!
Here, let me
Is
help.
this it?
Don't leave me. Water, hear my call.
Raising Flame! I'm just getting started!
Burning
Talon Storm!
Water, hear my call. Spread, not in your dreams. Glacial Spear.
Okay, just use a life bottle, or I'll never get raised.
I owe you.
Freeze Lancer.
I'll finish you here and now!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Rising Not my finest!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Who are you raising?
Regeneration. I'll heal you all.
No rest for the wicked.
Healing Circuit.
No escape! Severing Wind! Lunar Rondo! Devastation! Now I'm in the groove! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm out of ammo. I never miss.
I'll tear you apart! I'm on a roll now! To be let free! Watch it!
Here's a healing arc!
Sword Rain Alpha! Fidelity! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Woohoo! Ugh. I did it! Yeah, first time, easy, so easy.
Now it's just her!
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Yeah, the classic knockout punch.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Yeah, punchy hug.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almeidria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Okay, so let's see. She was pregnant. God damn it, Dolly. You just killed the baby. How could you? Sacrifice had to be made. There's this hilarious joke. Warrior, you must avenge my brother. Elf, you have my bow. Dwarf, you have my axe. Necromancy, and your brother! That's great. Yeah, I love it. I also love necromancers. I'm currently reading a book series about necromancers in space. It's a lot of fun. The Locked Tomb series. I'd highly recommend it if you like necromancers.
What is it?
Yeah,
Can you show
I'll
something again?
I'll post the first book in Discord later.
It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Yeah, I will. It's but for now it's the Locked Tomb series by Tamsin Muir. The first book is Gideon the Ninth. Don't worry, I will post it in Discord later.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shionne's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Grown-ups are talking. Be quiet.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Nom 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 nom.
Just want to turn back for the time being.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Space teleportation.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Yeah, we'll go that way soon.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Beep boop, hacking the mainframe. Beep boop boop.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, Taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They've re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what
Thanks
you
for
can
the lyric, Sly.
while we're here.
Appreciate it.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Yeah, so who is behind it? The Red Woman? The Shadow Government? Renan Illuminati? Conspiracy theory time. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, wrong button. Alright. Current contest. 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of 5 elemental realms to administer. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. It's only the strongest go on to become lords. The position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out Master Core's power. All Renan must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Okay. Alien Illuminati! Orion, yeah. Potential is mental instability along with strong distaste for following orders. Surpass even those of the last successful. Under consideration for disposal. 300 years previously image risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. The assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Okay. yeah, no spoilers, we'll figure it out, Access lens gets central control device with spirit channels. Each one is granted subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every element. Such aptitude is statistically rare, but most subjects die during the adjustment period. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's power of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to security of Lanagus. But stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Dana subject are authorized to continue. These adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Maiden acts as the Sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted authority and ID crest to run its subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Rena's Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Alright. This requires instruments of power containing astral energy, 6 elements. Blah blah blah. It's a forbidden zone until the Renaissance is ready to be reformed. Master codes vapor outer layers, which are used to purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Blah blah blah. Yeah, they're master cores, we know it there. Discovering how the Renaissance materializes. We advise that active master cores may resonate with other master cores located in close proximity, become unstable. Energy Renaissance master cores will cease to be deployed and Crown Contest will be permanently haunted. Cores are end terminals used for the collection of energy embedded in a subject to establish a connection throughout its body. Those connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host. As this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. It means that Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without reducing death for maximum. Jesus Christ. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, we got alien Freemasons, 100%. Who holds back the electric car? Who makes a star? That's the question, isn't it? Yeah. What is the purpose behind all this? I have a suspicion that Rena is kind of fucked, and all of this is probably like some way to try and restore it or something. I don't know though. We'll have to see. There's got to be more to it than that, I'm sure. Yes, but why? Well, why not, though?
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
So, nuclear energy is in general much cleaner than other fossil fuels. Of course, when it's not taken care of correctly, it can be pretty nasty. And, you know, yeah, when it goes wrong, when there's a disaster, it's pretty horrible. But, it can be cleaned up. Like, there's definitely good and bad things about nuclear energy. It's just something you need to be extremely cautious with. Anyway, teleport! And of course, there are far better forms of energy as well. Like, people are looking more and more into wave and wind energy, which is even safer. Bit harder to generate, but you know, give it time. That's something I didn't think I'd be talking about in stream. Okay, where are we? 2 side corridors. Any treasure? Doesn't look like it. Treasure. Yum yum yum.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony.
It's all organic.
This is where the Renis Alma was.
Which is quite different from the more
So this is the place where you and Naori...
futuristic city around it.
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Oh, drip unlocked.
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Easy.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Whee! New stuff. I've got 2,000 points, so we can start spending these, I guess. Could use 300 years of sleep, to be honest. Eve, of all the people I know, I think definitely you could use 300 years of sleep. I already knew she'd have descendants in that cutscene. No question, being able to find a husband or her own fertility. Yeah, she's pretty confident, right? Restoration mark. Restore CP at the end of battle. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, take that. I like CP. Nope, don't take that out of context. KO prevention, Law definitely needs that. Restore effective baby. Strategy recovery. There was one more, yeah. Extension. Point damage, that sounds good. Oh, the flaming stuff, yeah. Yep, that's all of it. Okay. Into the chosen sovereign draws out all their latent powers. New sword, new armor, new dress. Awesome. Oh right, it's just glamour items. Sorry, what was it? Sorry. I prefer the one I have, to be honest. That one just looks so funny. About the weird giant cannon. Anyway, the glam is fine. We look good. No clippies, please. Alright, and we are going the wrong way already. Does this say anything? That's not right. Yep. Shun.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
Sure.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
It's so organic looking.
This is it, guys.
In contrast to
Time to see what secrets are in store.
what the Renan stuff looks like. Okay. Another boss incoming, it would seem.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law. The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Reminds me of Nier Automata. Oh. Transformed into a creature.
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Sup, aliens?
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Arch Shield!
Who suggested I wasn't gonna fight?
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring!
Flame of fury!
No, burning! Sword Rain Alpha! It's too much! Not my fight! You'll pay for that! Ignite! Vanquish soul with life!
Healing circle!
Win! Resuscitation! I owe you one! Not done yet! Try harder! Not a chance! No escape!
First aid!
Rising Falcon! Sword Rain Alpha! Win! Super Swallow Dash! Rising Falcon! Not my fight! Win!
I'm ready!
Reflect on that. Sword Rain Alpha! They crush! You're mine!
That'll bring you down!
You're finished! Severing Wind! It's in your hands now. Stay away from my friend! Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Here I come! Here I come!
Here, let me help! First aid!
Severing Wind!
Blazing Flame! Hear my call!
Battle Dance!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Eagle of
Destruction! Raining Slash! Blow away! Here I come! No escape! Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive deity! Into the shadows!
Demon Fang!
Resonate
with the earth!
Mega Ray!
Stalagmite!
Annihilation! Denied! Not on my watch! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! Water! Hear my call! Red!
Rising Falcon!
The earth throbs in
Here I come!
Take this!
Not today!
Now you see what I can do! I'll heal you all!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Seismic Rupture!
Blazing Flame!
Healing
Try
circle! That is
Blended
It's in your
Flame!
hands now.
Here's
Swallow Blade!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Crush! Blazing Flame!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Raid! Talon Storm! Watch it! Dragon Flame! Reload! Never miss! Swallow Dance! I never miss!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm all stocked up!
You're mine! Severing Wind!
Not my sight punishment.
You're mine!
Lunar
I'm not
correction!
done!
Lunar blast!
You picked the wrong fight!
Back into the fray!
Destruction!
Mega
I could
Ray!
do without this pain! Blow away! Raining Slash!
Resuscitation! Here, let me help! First aid!
Sword Rain
I'll
Alpha!
bring you back from death's abyss!
Now I'm in the groove!
Lunar sunlight!
I'm just getting started! Take this! No escape! Severing Wind! You're mine! I'll smash you! I'm not done! It's on! First Ignite! Talon Hurricane! Lunar Rondo! Eagle Devastation! Talon Storm! Rising Falcon! Strike!
I never miss!
Talon Hurricane!
Glacier
Sword Rain Alpha!
evil!
Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Destruction! First strike!
Far enough!
Take it!
All good things come to an end!
Win!
Hurricane! Here's evil!
Rising Falcon!
Watch this!
Inspiration!
Can't get out of this!
Here's a healing
this all
art!
day! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
I won't give up!
Forgive me.
Oh, she comes down.
My fault.
This will do it right!
Oh, everybody's dead. Great.
What was I thinking?
Now, try not running into the big laser beams. It might help.
Out of the woods, it seems.
Eat dirt!
On your knees.
Not done yet!
First aid!
Win! First strike! Rising Falcon!
I'm
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now
Win!
in the
I'll heal
groove.
you all!
Talon Storm!
Healing circle! Searing tempest! And that's my
I'll tear you apart! Bloody shattering!
Here's a healing arm.
Attack time! You're mine!
Here, let me help.
Strike! I'll tear you with the arm!
Hear me!
Stalagmite!
Flame of fury!
Burning there! Demon
Laser
Curse!
spear! Here's the
Try
evil!
this! Swallow dance! Infernal Torrent!
Freeze lancer!
You're mine! I'll finish you here and now!
This one's
Sovereign
mine!
Alpha!
Not my fight.
I
couldn't make it in time.
I'll bring you back from death. This!
There!
Resuscitation!
Shine! Take this!
By the power of water!
Can't end here!
Let us from beyond imbue this vanquish
I'll finish you here and now!
Mega ray!
No
Where are
way!
you going? By the power
Wind!
of water! Here comes
Rising
Flame of
Falcon!
Fury!
What's this?
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Freeze lancer!
Regenerate!
Burn!
Allow me to help her arm being interrupted.
Sword Rain Alpha! I owe you one. I'll tear you
I'll heal you all!
Radiating Pile Driver! Try this!
Healing
On a roll now! Ring! Captivity!
Back into the eagle fly!
Sorry, Dakota.
Shattering Swallow Blade! Attack time! Sword Rain Alpha!
Hear my call!
Here's
Glacial
through!
spear! Here's the
Rending
evil!
you apart! Bloody howling! Sword Rain Alpha! What's this? Negative destruction! Watch it! Swallow Blade!
Another incantation ruined.
Denied! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Prepare to be
Now I'm in the grip! Take this!
Here's the evil!
Wind!
Freeze
I'll
lancer!
flame inside this yours to be let free! Swallow dance! Captivity!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Just blow away!
Mine.
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Oh, they got all of them. Right. I was going to say they had an awful lot of HP, but
Surrender!
it seemed to be shared.
Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What? It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
What's up, buddy? Hello. Just want to borrow this,
Damn
if you
it!
don't mind.
He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Let's cheese it.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Yeah, we need Valoran glasses.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
On fire!
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Hell yeah.
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Voron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
No teleporting. Great. There is absolutely no reason to make me run all the way back through the dungeon. But no, all the teleports are off. So dumb. Still not teleport. I have to go through this stupid maze. Ugh. Hey boys!
No backing down! You got the spirit! Ready and ready! Sword Rain Alpha won't save you, soaring!
I never miss!
A showdown between blade and fist! Now you'll learn! You're mine! It's over! Bloody devastation! Fire support!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the cover will be me! Sword Rain Alpha!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Do it! In an instant! Impact Cross!
Lunar corruption!
Reflect on thy
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat this! Sword Rain Alpha! Destruction! I'm on your knees! This one's all mine! Eat this! Destruction! Ignite! Swirl Blade!
I'm just getting
Destruction!
Eagle Assault!
Raining Slash! They might restrain and tear! I'm on a roll! Explosive Rain! Shattering Fusion! Pieces! Attack time! Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wing! Tear! I really owe you one! Devastation! Rising Falcon! Finish now! Radiant Light! Force every generation! I'm not done! Raining Slash! Regenerate! I'll tear you apart! Slash!
Radiant
Sword Rain Alpha! Whirling Flash! Slash! Sword Rain Alpha! Swallow Blade! Burn in hell! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Shout!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Raining Slash! I owe you one! It's over! Severing Wing! Tap off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Take this!
Radiant
this!
blood here!
First strike! Time to cross blades! Resonate with the earth! My turn! Sword Rain Alpha!
Lunar corruption!
Hurricane Thrust!
Lunar blast!
Lunar Rondo!
I'm on a roll now! Into the
Rising
shadows!
Falcon! Burn in hell! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Hero circle!
Allow me to help you.
Radiant! Try harder! Not a chance!
Allow me to help you.
Severing Wind! Dance! Hurricane Thrust!
I'm just getting started!
Stardust!
Talon
Hurricane!
Hurricane!
Hitting pile time! Soaring Dive!
This one's mine!
I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha!
Will this help?
Lunar Rondo!
No charge like that won't easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Not too long ago. Allow me to help you.
Stardust!
Mega
Lunar
Ray!
Rondo!
On
your Devastation!
Hear me!
Here I
Flame of
come!
fury! Burning
Blaze of Fire!
Here's
To
evil!
be let free!
All good things
In a
come to
bind!
an end.
Slash!
Blazing
Blade! Yes!
What's this?
Heal! Take this!
That's awesome!
I'm not done!
Top field! That freaking does it!
Eat this! Try harder! Not a chance! Blazing Flame! Severing Wind! Swallow this! I can do without this pain! You're mine! Severing Wind! Rolling Snap! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon Storm! Shattering the pieces! Attack time! Crushing Flash! This should do it! Here I go! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Rending you apart!
Far enough! Not on my watch! I never miss!
Bloody howling! I'm on it! I'll rip you through!
Here!
Raging Storm!
Out of ammo! I'm all backed up!
Inferno Torrent! Try harder! Not a chance!
Hear me! Fury!
Sword Rain Alpha! In a bind!
Water!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try harder! Not a chance!
Here, let me help!
Ah! Swallow Blade! Dance on the wind! Lightning Slash! Small! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That took more energy than I expected.
Indeed it did.
Right, here goes! I can carve through armor! Everlasting Stone! Eat dirt!
Gemini Aqua!
Severing Wind!
Annihilation!
Slash!
Hear me!
Whirlwind
Flame of fury!
Destruction!
Burning strike! Water!
First strike!
Here
Blow
I
away!
come!
I owe you one! First strike! Blow away! Raining Slash!
Nothing gets by me.
What's this? Sword Rain Alpha!
You nice while it lasts!
Too fast! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Can you take it? Take! Blow them away!
There! Grab this one!
Escape!
Talon Hurricane! Where are you going?
Severing Alpha!
Now!
Severing Wind! Lunar Rondo!
Glacial Spear!
Taking
Here's
fire!
evil!
Talon Hurricane! Now we'll never... Sword Rain Alpha! No further! Burn! I'm ready! I'm on a roll now! I'll grind you with a dust! Rising Falcon! the wind! Here I come! Flame! I'm not done! Shattering us! Lunar Rondo!
Do it!
Stardust! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance! These fists have got your name on them! First strike! I'm not done! First strike!
Out of ammo!
Severing Wind! Good things come to Rising Falcon! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
I do like looking at lovely muscles. not gonna lie.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd—
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know A bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright, or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like... oh, I don't know. Musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Hey! Skill section.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
That trip. I love it. Yeah, just don't judge people. Life will be a lot easier. Unless they're dicks, then you can judge them. I mean, why even bother putting in teleportation zones when you block them for half the game? Fast travel points, I mean. Take me back to my ship. To be honest, feedback, I think locking off flying is stupid in Final Fantasy as well. Alright, let's go to Rena.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What?
No, stop. No, door's closed. You're not allowed to leave. Stay right there. Game over. You lose. And purple is my color.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
What? The planet's been destroyed this whole time. I guess. Right? flower?
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Just another big ship. Yep. Nobody noticed.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
What's this question mark about? No condition to take up. Yeah, I didn't think it was.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to think that they lied to us not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
Some kind of wise guy, eh? But, right, I think this looks like another area to explore, which we can do tomorrow morning on the next stream. I think we made some nice progress today. Just want to say a big thank you for everyone, to everyone for stopping by. Just gonna find someone else to raid. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow morning as we continue the story of Tales of Arise. Peace and love, everybody, and have a great day. Alright. Bye bye. Take care.